Hi, Hungries.
We're dads.
And this is the Dad vs. Dad podcast with Kevin and Jeremy.
I'm Jeremy.
I am Kevin. Why do you have to tell us who you are, though?
Because it's important. They might not know when you say, we're Jeremy and Kevin. And be like, well, which one's which?
They know.
Not always. This could be their first episode.
If you're just listening, and if you're listening, we both sound like robots at the moment.
Every episode could be someone's first episode.
Do you think this is going to be our worst episode?
Oh, second best.
Second best?
I think it'll be pretty good. I mean, we are tired.
What's our best episode, do you reckon?
I listened to the death episode.
What's that one?
That was the one we brought in a lot of death-related things. Like, a lot of people died. I think Mariah
is that
Carey
when Meatloaf died?
No.
Okay.
No, it was in, I think, Mariah Carey and...
Is Mariah Carey dead?
No, not Mariah Carey. Who's that power ballad woman who died recently?
Tina Turner.
Yeah, that one. And the pedo man died.
Oh, yeah, that was okay.
Yeah,
we liked that he died.
Episode.
Okay.
All the wobble pod stuff.
Do you reckon...
Well, I laughed a lot when I was listening back to that one. So I think that might be my favorite.
What was the feathers of the boatman or whatever?
That was a pretty good episode too, actually.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. And then we had one recently, which was pretty funny. Oh, your ET thing last week was like incredible. Because I was like, make sure you put the picture here, and you like put up ET.
Yeah, because I started looking for the thing. I'm like, I don't care.
That was way funnier. I'm so like, no, it's got to be the thing. And then you put that up, and I'm like, that's way better. That was way funnier. So I'm glad you edited. But you didn't make like a news section. I stopped the pod and put like a pow.
I haven't watched your episodes.
Oh, you suck. But it's in the audio. Do you listen either?
I'm not up to that episode. I only just listened to Death episode the other day.
Yeah, I do feel like I should go back and listen. Do you find it weird listening to yourself? Like,
I feel like it's like I enjoy listening to it. It feels really, I can't think of the word, like really up yourself.
Yeah,
to just
like
listen
a weird
to it and
arrogance.
enjoy yourself. Yeah, feel really arrogant. Like if anyone was listening,
Yeah.
like what is he listening to himself right now?
Why is he talking a bunch? And who else is there? There's no one there.
Yeah.
Your neighbors will think you're talking to, or they'll think you're both schizophrenic or something. Like, I'm talking to someone, but they're not there.
Yeah.
But I can also hear him, and he is talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I remember hearing like Sum 41 on all their tour buses. All they'd listen to would be their own music.
So did Wu-Tang, though.
Yeah, right.
Wu-Tang Clan weren't allowed to listen to anything in the house unless it was someone from the band.
That's so fun. But it's not just like we're listening to ourselves, because there's, I can't remember how many of them, but there's a lot of them. And like, they're not all there at the same time every time everyone's producing something. So a lot of the time it'll be something they haven't heard or whatever.
Oh, something that came up recently, which, okay, I'm not a T-Swizzle fan. Don't love Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift for all you non-Swizzle fans. Well, neither am I.
Swizzler.
Swizzler? Sure.
Yeah.
Swifty business. Anyway, she re-recorded her album so that the record label wasn't making the money off her songs anymore.
Yeah, I brought this in a while ago. She's re-recording every album.
Every album, is she?
Every single album she's ever made, she's re-recording.
I find that so amazing. A band called 4 Years Strong re-released an album.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we talked about both of these things on the pod at one point.
Oh, man. Maybe
yeah,
I need to go back and listen to myself.
It is a really cool thing what she's doing. Like, I wish better bands would do that.
I feel like they should.
Like, what if...
But do you redo the album run when you re-release it, or you just go, well, you no longer own the rights to this song because it's a re-recorded version of the song? You'd have to redo everything.
No, you because it's like the previous record label or whatever. They own that recording. Well, but when they
own
play it,
that session of recording.
when they play it or whatever, T-Swizz still gets royalty from that. But she wants them to get nothing from it. That's why she's re-recording everything.
Yeah.
So these are all going to be songs that when you go to look up her songs on Spotify or anything, you won't find the older stuff. You'll only find the new albums.
Yeah, okay, because the streams won't go to the record label anymore. Because
And some of them she's doing slightly different, sometimes changing lyrics here and there, but it's all, every song re-released.
I love the way that 4 Years Strong did it, because it was when they first recorded their second album, it had a keyboard player in the band. And then the album after, they actually got rid of the keyboard player. And then live, you redo all these parts. Like when you play the songs live, you find the real feel for the song.
Yeah.
So then finally, when they re-recorded the album, it's like everything you would want from that band perfectly dialed into the way they do it live.
It would be kind of cool if Metallica went and re-recorded some of their older ones. Like their older stuff is a lot better than some of their newish stuff.
I would love Korn to redo their albums. Yes.
No, you'd lose a lot.
Well, no.
Like on Life is Peachy and Korn Untitled, like those albums are so raw and there's so much emotion in them.
Yes.
Like, you couldn't get that back without like beating the shit out of John Davis while he's recording. Like it wouldn't be able to capture that.
You wouldn't capture the angst, and you wouldn't capture that early feel of Korn and the weird voices and everything that he did.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when they play those songs live with their new guitar tones and all the big sounds that they're releasing, it's like 10 times better, so much heavier.
Yeah.
Like we watched them live at Download a couple of years ago, and it was the heaviest I've ever heard them. Their newer albums are better.
Yeah.
The guitar tones, I mean, I'm becoming a real nerd of guitar tones lately.
Maybe they could do it.
I would love it.
Maybe.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I love Korn and that. Their new stuff's a lot of fun. If you haven't listened to it, you should give it a go.
Maybe.
You know who I listened to the other day?
What?
System of a Down.
I was just thinking about them for some reason last week.
But not their first two albums. I listened to like Hypnotize and Mesmerize.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're not the
not their
better
first three albums.
First three. Not the better songs, but they're still so fun.
Yeah. Yeah, none of their best songs are on those albums, but they are fun albums.
I don't know why. It's like comedy for metalheads.
Yeah.
You know? I felt like the biggest asshole. Felt like the biggest asshole.
Yeah.
No one sings that.
Yeah, it's fun.
And their lyrics don't make sense, but they're a really political band.
Yeah.
Fun.
Politics is dumb.
Yeah. How was your week?
Yeah, good. Exhausting. Just been so busy preparing for Vera's party and stuff. Been making a cake all day the last 2 days.
2 days of cake building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she wanted a Barbie dress cake, which like there's a Barbie doll in the middle.
Yeah.
And the cake makes out the bonnet part of the dress.
Yeah.
Kind of. I think that's a bonnet.
I don't know. I've never had a daughter.
So yeah, been doing that. Which usually you get 3 layers of cake and do that. But I thought it'd be really cool if like on the unicorn cakes they do a rainbow, 6 layers.
Yeah.
Inside this stupid. I hate them because they look dumb on the outside.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd do that inside the dress.
Okay.
So in the dress, when you cut it, you'll see all these rainbows.
That's a lot of fun.
Inside. Yeah.
You know, so how much is your time worth?
Oh, if we were putting $1 value on this cake, no one could afford it in the world.
Okay.
It'd be like...
Because, you know, you can go to, like, Costco and just buy a big cake.
Yeah, I know.
They're pretty good, too.
Yeah, but Vera requested a Barbie dress cake.
And you could pay someone to do that.
I could pay someone to do that, but
depending on how valuable your time...
prefer to do it because...
You know what? You're a creative boy.
Yeah, and it's not about saving money. Like, the ingredients alone for this was like $90.
All right.
I could almost have definitely just bought...
Put up the photo of the cake here. And also, maybe make a Facebook post. An Instagram post. We haven't done that for months.
Yeah, I never touched Instagram.
Possibly a year.
Yeah. No, I announced How to Kevin on there. Not in our one, in my own one.
Oh, do you have an Instagram?
I don't have access to our one.
I don't know what to do with... God, You know what? I really hate being a social media guy.
Yeah. Yeah, because all the apps and stuff suck to use as well, and it's like annoying and
It's a whole...
doing stuff.
We're too old. We're
Yeah.
definitely like proper dads, you know?
Yeah.
There's better things in life. Like, I know how important it is for a business to have socials.
We're not a business.
Well, it kind of is. It's a media thing, and you have
It's a
to...
media empire.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but like I've got a mate at work who owns a side business building like colorbond fences.
Mm.
He's like, I'm like, so how's your books going? He's like, oh, I don't really have books. I don't have socials. I know it's going to boost me, but I just, like, I hate using social media. I'm like, I get you.
Yeah.
Kind
It
of,
sucks.
yeah. So, I mean, if you don't see a post from us, just, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. You going to ask me how my week was?
No.
Okay.
News. No, how was your week?
I was kind of hoping you would commit to that because I can't remember. I did night shift, so most of my week was sleeping.
Yeah,
Although, because it was like the three block, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
yeah.
and then go home Thursday.
Mm.
You feel like, so like when you finish work on a weekday, you finish work, you come home, you're like, oh, I just want to spend a bit of time, maybe watch some TV, and then I'll go to bed.
Yeah.
And then I'll wake up early and I'll do that. But when you're on night shift, you go home, you go to bed, and then your morning you spend time, like your awake time, you spend time before going to work. But I calculated, because they're 12-hour shifts, I was working 36 hours and only slept like 12 to 13 of those 3 days.
Yeah.
And then last night I woke up because reflux. Have you had like the pre-made Coles roasts?
No.
So good.
Yeah.
But they are so like refluxy.
Yeah.
Just,
My reflux is cured.
I know. I'm going to go to the doctor.
Yeah, the doctor.
Last night I woke up at 2:00 and because I was still on, like, I went to bed fairly reasonable. Then I woke up with crazy reflux and coughing and all that.
I hate the wake up from reflux thing. Like, give it to me before I go to bed, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although apparently lying down can
And lying on one side, certain
one side particularly can make it worse.
So dumb. So anyway, because I've like just come off night shift, even though I woke up, it kept me up for another 2.5 hours.
Why didn't you go and drink a milk?
I did. It just nothing.
2 milks.
I had quickies and
Try
milks.
3 milks.
I had a bunch of quickies.
Yeah.
And I woke up dehydrated. Like, it's just, I hate it.
Gaviscons are way better than quickies.
They taste weird, though.
Yeah, and they got a fun texture and they get stuck in your teeth.
Ugh.
A lot of shit that gets stuck in your teeth.
I sometimes do.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Do you like meat stuck in your teeth?
Yeah, I like anything stuck in my teeth.
You eat a steak or something and then, like, for a month, you...
Yeah.
Yeah, weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Although then you think, like, I don't know. Maybe brush your teeth. Yeah. Give me news. What's your news?
Okay, this is a bit of a fun one.
Wait. News!
This is a bit of a fun one.
Yeah, cool.
So, Canada had... You have to leave both of those in. Canada has... They, they care a lot about what's going on in Ukraine and that kind of thing. So they invited a 92-year-old war veteran from Ukraine to come and, I don't know, speak or something. And they gave him like a 12-minute standing ovation, like people just clapping, yeah, good work, like thanks for your service and all that, because, he was fighting Russia in World War II.
Yeah.
Like, so he's fighting Russia then, they're fighting Russia now. Like, but what? What was Ukraine doing in World War II? Oh, they were Nazis.
Yeah.
So they literally invited a real Nazi to their country to, like, thank him for his service. So crazy.
Yeah, because the Russians were like, they were part of the rebellion, keeping people, like, they were like hoarding people into buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ukraine was the forefront of the Nazis.
Well done. So they were cheering on an actual Nazi. Did he say anything Nazi related?
I don't think so, but the guy who organised to get him in has quit his job. Like he's
Probably good.
high up politician guy, and he's like, "Oop, I'm out. That was a mistake."
Oh.
Like, how did he not like piece that together or like think about it for even a second? It's
Well, he
zero optics.
he obviously had no interest in World War II. And just like, oh, we've got to get a veteran. Oh, well, Ukraine, let's grab him.
Yeah.
That's relevant now.
Yeah, Ukraine's warring with Russia right now, right?
For the very wrong reason. How awkward do you think that 92-year-old guy was feeling? Standing up there going, I wonder if they know.
Well, I don't know. Like, he'd have to know that, like, and he's like, finally some recognition. I don't know.
I was not accused of all my war crimes back in the day.
I could have been laughing about it, like, oh my god, this is so funny. Or like, who knows?
It would have had to have been like a recognition thing because those Nazis were nuts.
Yeah,
they were insane.
They were bad guys.
Baddies. Are we the bad guys? I've been watching Peep Show again.
Yeah, no.
He's so good. Mark Corrigan. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
I work with a Mark Corrigan.
Oh.
Yeah. I haven't told him that I watch a show with him in it.
Do it.
Nah, he wouldn't be a fan.
Everyone's a fan. It's the best show.
I always tell him, one day I'll make you proud, Dad, when I stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Excellent.
My news.
Yeah.
I left my tablet at home, so I don't have it. Can you read my news for me? Just the headline.
So my news today.
Not yours.
There's two.
Yeah.
Kellogg's one. Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, do that one.
Kellogg's changed its name to Killanova. Now that's not the cereal's still going to be called Kellogg's.
Yeah.
That's still going to have it, but they're branching out into lollies and stuff. So I actually read the article.
I didn't.
So yeah, all of the cereal, it'll still say Kellogg's. It's just their big overarching company name is going to be Killanova. And they're going to be releasing like a range of confectionery under that name. Well, I don't know if the confectionery will be called Killanova or if that'll have a different name entirely, but it's all...
Well, that's a boring news.
Yeah, it's way less interesting.
Okay, well,
But could you imagine killing off the Kellogg's name on the cereal? Like, everyone knows Kellogg's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kellogg's cornflakes. So fun. Okay, I know the second news, so don't worry about that one.
Yeah.
I did read it. So, Kat Von D, she's like this famous tattoo artist, was all about it. She was on like Miami Ink or whatever.
Yep.
And then she became like a really famous vegan and was all into her witchcraft and stuff.
Yep.
But not anymore. She's a devout, baptized Christian.
Yep.
She's given up the witchcraft. And I think if you have built your whole career around who you are, this is your title, this is what you do, this is your name.
Yeah.
That's how you got big.
Yeah.
And then she goes ahead, she actually covers up all her tattoos by just blacking her tattoos.
That's so fun.
Not like lasering off.
Blackout.
Yeah, just black body.
Yeah.
It's like not blackface, but it's
Black body.
tattoo body.
That is funny.
Yeah. And now she's just given up her whole witchcraft thing.
Yeah, but she gained something else in return. Like they're both. I mean, the Wiccan witchcraft stuff is ridiculous. But even more ridiculous because, like, it's about silliness. Yeah. Like it's like, yeah, we're being silly. Like we know we're being silly, but we're going to take us being silly seriously.
Like I'm going to do a seance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Whereas with Christianity, you're among a lot of other people who have that same faith. All of these people, all sharing that faith and this one belief.
But it's like rebranding yourself completely.
Well, it's not rebranding
It
because she
is,
found
'cause
faith.
yeah, but she is rebranding herself. She could have been
Well,
like,
she's not rebranding. She's casting off all that old stuff. All of her fans are going to hate her. Most of her fans are going to just drop off because of this. But that's not her problem.
it makes me so angry because even the post itself was like, so many people were in support, like, God bless you. You're so wonderful changing. I know this is so brave to change your style.
Yeah.
No, no.
And what's wrong
No.
with people being...
Yeah, but those people already loved her for what she was doing. And now she changes it and it's like, oh, I love you still, but you're not doing anything that I actually enjoy. Oh, no, no, I guess not.
It's up to them if they want to follow her or not. She's doing this for her. This isn't for her fans. She's not converting for them. She's converting for herself. This is something very personal.
I really hate it.
Like, faith is a very personal thing.
I really hate it. You know what? It's not that she went Christian.
I don't get what you hate about it.
It's not that she went Christian. Anyone can go Christian. It's that her brand was, I'm a tattoo artist. I love my witchcraft.
Yeah.
And I'm a vegan.
Yeah.
And now she's just a vegan and a Christian.
So what? She just doesn't want to be a tattoo person anymore. Or a witchcraft person.
I hope she reverts back. Like, she can be a Christian.
Are you still a hardcore guy? You still in a hardcore band?
No.
Or a grindcore? Or
but I was never... I never...
Fartcore? Punk band?
I never branded myself.
Yeah, but you're not... It's not like you brand yourself. You're a person. People don't brand themselves. Like, they do play into these brands, but they're not the brands. They're a real person who's doing real things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It seems like a silly thing to be upset about.
Just angry about it.
Yeah, I know. I think you just hate Christians and you want less in the world.
Well, I just get angry that it's like... Okay, the thing that made you famous, you can't have that anymore. Like,
well, no, because the thing that, like, those things made her famous, but her as a person kept herself famous.
I hope she loses all her fans.
She'll lose a lot.
And then she turns around and goes, actually, I preferred being famous, so I'm going to stop my Christian belief and become what I was before.
I don't think so. I think she'll get a lot more fans. I think she will lose most of those, but there's also a lot of Christians in the world.
So many.
She can be just as big in the Christian space. Go to all the Hills songs, do all the things. She's not going to lose it. Like, she'll lose a lot of fans. She will. The ones who like her for her tattoos, they're gone. The ones who like her for witchcraft, they're gone. The ones who like her for her, they're going to stick around.
Maybe I'm just tired.
Yeah, this is the silly thing to hate on.
All right. It's not my mountain, though, which is good.
No, I'm glad.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's news. Wait.
I lost a kilo. Haven't put on almost a kilo.
I'm up
So
0.7.
The skinniest dad in the world again.
Our Phantom Fatty down 1.1 kilos.
Congratulations, you're beating both of us.
Well done. You are Dad of the Week.
Honorary Dad of the Week.
All right, and I believe you won.
So our mountains last week. Oh, come on, like, give us a drum roll or something. Edit in a drum roll here. Or do you?
No.
Edit in a drum roll. And I even tried to help your mountain by naming the episode it. Oh, I did. Yeah, no more cool cats.
You messed it up.
So dumb. But that would be a more upsetting thing. So that would be a bigger mountain if that was a mountain. Anyway. Bulldogs won. No more cool jazz cats. Don't think anyone really got it. So we got a few comments.
Yeah.
I hate jazz. It's a style that belongs in a restaurant as background sound.
That's okay. That's where it belongs.
Well, I love
in which case it has a
Staffy.
belonging.
Yeah. I love the look of Staffies. Beautiful dogs with beautiful natures, but I wouldn't own one or have them around children. You just can't trust them. And Soup, because we talked about God last time.
What?
It doesn't bother me at all that you guys don't believe my God is real. In fact, you saying that God isn't real doesn't affect me at all. It's just like if you if I said to you guys, those chairs you're sitting on aren't real. The fact is, God is real.
This isn't
There's
a chair. This is a
anyone
couch.
can say that changes that fact. And you mentioning my name is fine. One day I might even join you. Now that would be interesting.
We'd have to filter a lot.
Yeah. Little bleep. Beep, beep.
We do love you, Sue.
Sue and Jesus visit the DVD pod. I knew a dog owner who had so many dogs over my childhood.
Would Jeremy be Jesus?
Yeah.
Because we could give him a crown of thorns, and maybe you won't have to shave for a bit. You got the long hair. You look a bit like Jesus. We'll get you a robe.
Okay. So yeah, this guy got an American pit bull, and it turned on him one day. So this guy's had a lot of dogs. He trained them really well. Anyway, that's the whole story. Oh, and then because I guessed Stu wrong, who was our second guest, I brought in the story afterwards. Vera was asking, "Is Soup here?" Because she forgot his name was Stu. Come on, Kevin. It feels like you're letting Jeremy win with that poor excuse for Mountain. Fight back. You know what's worse than bulldogs? Treading on Lego.
I love treading on Lego.
I'm just going to comment my favourite moment each pod from now on. 11:18. Best worst edit trying to be a meme that everyone knows. Good job.
I don't know if that was a dig or not.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a dig. I think it's pretty fun editing.
It was fun. Yeah. Well, I guess they did say that it was their favourite bit, so I don't know if it was the best or worst or...
It was the best. Nah, the ET bit was the best bit.
The best bit.
Anyway.
All right, you...
I'm Dad of the Week again. And you've left the marker away. I get to stand up again. You love when I stand up.
Shut up.
Favorite part of the day.
I'm just angry.
What?
I'm annoyed.
4-time
Why do you let this
Dad of the
happen?
Week. Why do I...
You know what? Accept accountability.
For your weight loss.
Kevin, accept accountability.
Losers are everything lets them happen to them.
Yeah.
Okay, there's my mountain. Picture this. It's a bright, sunny day. You wake up. It looks beautiful outside. You are so excited. You're going to spend your whole day outside, you've decided.
Mm-hmm.
So you reach for trusty old sock drawer. You go to put them on. There's the first hole. It goes over your foot.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Sock holes. Sock holes are my mountain. Second sock holes. Obviously, socks need at least one hole to get your foot into it, but sometimes a hole appears at the other end. Maybe if you haven't trimmed your nails enough or whatever. And then, like, instead it's like a little hole and you're like, oh, that like just looks annoying. Like, do I throw these out now?
Yeah,
Like,
you
socks
throw
aren't
them out.
that expensive. Or do I like hold on to them until it gets a bit worse? Like when a whole toe pokes through, that's really bad.
And you know how, like, they're comfy socks sometimes, too.
Yeah.
You're like, do I have to throw it out?
But what
Is the rest of the socks comfortable?
well, all my socks match. They're all the same.
Why?
But I threw out all my socks one day and bought all new, exactly the same socks.
Black socks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
it's easy just to hold all the same socks.
Yeah.
But people keep gifting me socks. Fun socks and stuff. So it's not all the same anymore. But anyway.
Those bastards.
Yeah, whenever I put on that whole sock, I'm like, maybe I should chuck it. But like, it's already on. It's not too bad. I'll chuck it at the end of the session.
And you don't.
And I don't. I just forget and put it in
And
the
you
wash.
know what's even worse? If you have one perfectly good other sock, if only one of your socks has a hole. So then you have uneven socks and you've always got a stranded sock.
That's the benefit of having a cupboard full of entirely the same sock. Because
Do you not group them?
why? They're the same.
Well, yeah,
They're all the
that's okay.
same.
Yeah.
And by not grouping them and not keeping them together or anything, the wear on them is spread out across all of them kind of evenly.
You're a wise sock
I
owner.
am very good at socks.
I've never put enough thought into my socks. I hold on to them forever. Like, if they get
Yeah.
holes, I just, like, I can't be sentimental about this. It's got to go.
I'm not like sentimental about it. I'm like, I'll throw it out at the end of the sock wearing session and then I just forget.
It's a big effort to put your sock on. I get it.
Yeah, and because they're black socks, I can't see the hole until it's like on my foot.
Or just do what the kids do and they just get, like, a sleeve. and they just, because the hole, they get
pull their
excited,
whole foot
and then they
through.
just all of a sudden they've got ankle warmers.
Pretty fun.
Bastards. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my mountain.
That's
sock
terrible.
holes.
You brought in socks once.
Oh yeah, I hate socks. I have a lot of opinions on socks.
Oh no. All right. That's dumb.
What's your amazing mountain?
Oh, it's pretty good. Give me a second while I rethink what I did. Because I don't have my tablet here. Oh!
You didn't tell me what it was either.
Picture this. You're sitting at home.
Yeah.
You're looking online.
Yeah.
And you're like, I love that band. They're about to release another album. Their first album was the best. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
I play it all the time. Finally, the time comes and that band releases their new album and you're like, why is it not the same?
Yeah.
Why is this band changed genre? Why? I've lost all my hype. It's bands that change after their first album.
Only their first album?
No, okay. Bands that change.
Okay.
So I'll give some examples. Green Day.
Yeah.
Okay. They were this 3-piece authentic punk rock band.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went and recorded they recorded a little bits and pieces here and there with trumpet parts, but that was okay. But then American Idiot came out and it was overdubbed and overproduced. And all of a sudden this 3-piece authentic punk band no longer existed. And the rest of the world knew about Green Day because there was such a big hype on them.
Yeah. And they got way more popular after they started changing.
I've genuinely tried to enjoy that album.
Yeah, I hate it.
I've put it on, I've listened through, and I've gone, everything on this album just sucks. American Idiot, the song is good. Everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Yeah. It's not outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay. Another one. Metallica with Sananga.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the band that released all these amazing albums that had these incredible guitar solos and styles and parts that inspired kids like me and you to play guitar, and they're like, we're not going to put a solo in this album.
Yeah, but they changed a few times because, like, a lot of people who liked And Justice for All and Master of Puppets and stuff, when Black Album came out, they hated it.
Yeah, and
like,
Load and Reload.
They hated them.
They're
pretty fun albums, though.
Good fun.
I like them.
But Sananga came out, and it was like, well,
Sananga's poo.
Why'd you put the snare like that?
Yeah.
The snare just boom, boom. So, all right, there's 2 albums. Even Red Hot Chili Peppers went from this fun, funky band to radio-friendly.
Some of their newer stuff is really cool, though.
Some of it's good. Yeah. I'm reading Anthony Kiedis, Scar Tissue.
Yeah.
And it's the most interesting book I've read. You know, he was like doing heroin and cocaine at 14.
Wow.
Like he was shooting it as well. It wasn't just like,
It's wild.
Just doing the craziest stuff. But he was still like a straight A student.
Yeah. I like bands changing, though.
Do you?
Like, it's not necessarily... It's almost never for the better for the fans who enjoy their old stuff. But they do... Often they find a new fan base. They find new listeners and that kind of thing. I think it can be very good. And, like, sometimes bands go back to their earlier sounds if they feel like, you know what, we like that more. Fans like that more. Like Metallica's last 2 albums were quite a lot like their earlier stuff.
They did
much
bring
more
back...
thrashy and that kind of thing.
But at that stage, they've lost so many other fans.
Yeah, like Metallica isn't selling out a big
Well,
concert
yeah,
crowd,
true.
but, like,
Anyone's going to go still see
they're
Metallica.
huge. And that's the thing. A lot of these bands, when they change for the worse, according to you, it's like a lot of the time they get poppier or whatever, and they get a way bigger fan base.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's way better for the band. And also, if you don't change, it's kind of boring. Like, you put on any Slayer album, any Slayer song, you're going to hear the exact same song. Same with, like, AC/DC, just the same shit over and over again.
At the same time, how big are AC/DC? How big are Iron Maiden fans?
Yeah.
You know? There's these people who love that style. It's like if Pink Floyd went around and just said, we're no longer going to release these incredible atmospheric stories.
Yeah.
And they're just like, we're going to release pop songs.
Yeah.
You would get the shits.
That could be fun.
Nah.
Their take on pop. That'd be
Well,
cool.
instead, what they did is they branched out and did their solo stuff, or they did other things.
Yeah.
That was okay. Even Blink-182 went from... Actually, that's different, though, because they changed members and then went to this really...
They got a lot more serious.
Yeah. I kind of like what Blink did. They expanded their knowledge of three-piece punk.
Yeah. I think it's way better for a band to not go stale. And sometimes in amongst their new stuff, you'll hear a thing that's like, oh, that thing is actually really cool, though. Even though it's like way different from their other stuff. Like if you listen to like the Tea Party had that one album. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was their first album. Really cool.
With,
everything else of theirs, weird.
Oh, no, their first two albums were really good.
Yeah.
Like Army Ants.
Yeah.
You wanted
that was their first one.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole album's fun.
Yeah, it's a good album. I actually went back and re-listened to that a couple of times.
Babylon?
That was that album.
That's a really cool song.
Yeah. Well, so my favorite band, Alexis on Fire.
Yeah.
They had, from start, they were one genre.
Yeah.
They were like this really gritty, punky, hardcore sound.
Yeah.
And then they went to a more refined, punky, hardcore sound with rock elements.
Yeah.
And then the next album was more rock related. It was a slow progression to this big point where now they're this just absolute
instead of like hard change, like wildly different.
Yeah. Bands like
Bieber changed a lot.
Bieber did.
He changed wildly.
Yep.
He had this like super teeny pop, and then had this like really serious pop.
Or like Machine Gun Kelly being a rap artist, then Eminem dissed him all the way out of rap.
Beat this guy.
Yeah. He turned emo.
Yeah.
So, I think it's just artists changing genre is my mountain and doing it for the worse. Okay, so Green Day, even after...
I'm trying to specify when it happens for the worst because it's only the worst for your opinion.
Okay.
It's not necessarily for the worst. It's just you don't like it, you personally. Whereas like most people like it more.
Okay, then I'm going to call it favorite band's drastic genre change.
It's going to be very specific to get a vote.
Well, no, because, okay, American Idiot was a slow incline to that change. Yeah. But then, if you listen to, I don't know if it was their last album or the one before that, it was like Queens of the Stone Age rock.
Mm.
That's not Green Day. It's not what Green Day did. If you want to play that music, change your name and then say, I've got this new project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Green Day isn't a very rock name.
No, and when you say, oh, I like this band, they're like, old on you. Doesn't that piss you off?
No, but because that is important.
I liked them before they sold out.
That's literally what you're saying. Your thing is, I liked bands before they sold out.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe I'm too pretentious. Damn.
Yeah.
All right. That's my mountain, I guess.
Yeah.
Shit, I better lose a lot of weight next week. By the way, I'm bringing my own scales.
Oh, yeah, Sockholes is going to be fun. Yeah, my scales were behaving weirdly.
Yeah, I weighed myself, and it was like, you're this weight. And then I picked it up, moved it slightly, stood on it again, 145. What?
Yeah.
And you know what? I've weighed myself like every day this week at home.
Mm.
I've been trending downwards. This is the highest I've been.
All thanks to my scales.
Your shitty scales.
No,
Next week I'm bringing my own scales.
Yeah, you can.
I will. Well, tell me the truth.
We can try step on both of them, though, because maybe it is that you put on 3 kilos in a minute.
Maybe. And maybe this house is It's like King Kai's planet on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
Like, you weigh more. Weight training.
it is, but it's like a gradual thing.
Yeah. I need to walk around your house more and I'll lose more weight.
Yeah.
That's why you won. All right. This has been long.
Bye, Hungries.
Not
Okay.
our best ep.
Had some moments.
Had some things.
Had some rambles.
If you do think it's a fun episode, put a like and a subscribe and add all the things. And if you don't do that, that's fine also.
Block us.
Block us. Get onto Mountain or Molehill. Give us some words. Give us some votes. Get onto the Patreon and support us if you listen. It all helps contribute to this wonderful set. You know, one microphone, a whiteboard, and a neon light.
Pretty cool, though.
Not bad. I mean, we are using a phone to film again.
Yeah, so that's why it's better quality, because those webcams are pretty crap.
Bit shit.
Yeah.
And you
frame
guys
rate, janky.
bought that for us.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Our backgrounds are gone. Like, we still got them around. We could do something with them one day.
One day.
Yeah.
I might use it to block off the kids sometimes.
I guess we've got the cooking show, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that money can go towards ingredients and stuff.
Maybe. You could put food on our tables.
And in your recipe books.
Ooh. Which is just a playlist of our videos.
Yeah.
Because it's not a book unless you write it. Anyway, goodbye. Thanks, Hungries. Bye,
I should write
Hungries.
a book, too. A cooking book.
A kid's book?
That's called How to Kevin.
A kid's cooking book.
Just a cooking book. Not for kids.
We would have to do...
What's a kid's cooking book? Like things that you don't use the stove?
Yeah. Like easy bake ovens.
Were they like actual ovens?
I think so. I feel like they might have been. But only heat to like 20 degrees.
Yeah, right.
You might as well leave your cooking in the sun.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye, Hungries.
Bye.
We're dads.
And I keep trying to get back into it, but it's hard. Are you already recording?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. You've got sauce in your beard. Some form of colour.
It's almost definitely cake.
It's orange.
There's an orange layer of cake.
You didn't shave again.
No.
You're a mess.
I
can't believe I left my tablet. I'm upset about it. Okay. Can we just get into it?
No, I've got to pick a mountain first.
Oh, you're the worst.
It's okay. You're warming us up.
I'm
Get
so
jazzy with it.
I'm very tired.
Yeah, me too.
I woke up. So because I came off night shift, I got to sleep at about maybe 12:50 last night. I was reading Scar Tissue. I'll tell you all about it. Yeah. I'll tell you about it. It's amazing. It's actually like the best autobiography yet. And I read Dave Grohl, and that was amazing, and Travis Barker, and that was great. But this is like, holy shit. So it's so interesting. Yeah.
What have I had a problem with this week?
Building cakes, kids' parties you already had.
I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't call building a cake a mountain because I love it. It stresses me the fuck out.
Could do stress. Well, just don't talk. Just pick a mountain because need you to have that energy in the pod.
What?
Need you to have stress energy because you're never stressed and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Write it down so you don't forget, just in case you forget. You're too stressed to remember things at the moment. I'm just hoping I can get all this footage off my phone. Hold on, I'm gonna look at it just in case.
Did you get to the bottom of why it didn't last time?
It's because I've got to upload it to iCloud and then I've got to download it from iCloud onto my computer.
Yeah.
Just because these don't talk to each other.
But why wouldn't it do that last time? Was your iCloud full? Was your computer full?
Yeah, it just wasn't syncing. I worked out how to sync it properly though.
Okay.
So I should be able to get it off real easy now.
Like a push sync?
Yeah, like, because the file is 5 gigs and I've got to go from phone to there.
Yeah.
It was just like, hi, Hungries.
Yeah, Dad.